What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and I have yet another Star versus the Forces of Evil theory for you all, this time about our other mysterious villain, Miss Heinous. Now, we have a bunch of new Star episodes on the way that will be here in just a few days, so I figured we'd ride that hype train all the way to Monday with a bit of theorizing, especially coming off the incredible episode that was Bon Bon the Birthday Clown. Now, much like Toffee, there's a lot of questions surrounding her past. It's been widely speculated that she is a member of the butterfly family, and while I think this is likely the case, I think there may also be a clear reason as to why she is who she is today. I think it's possible that Miss Heinous actually shows more support for the monsters than the humans. Obviously, the big reason that people theorize that Miss Heinous is a human, and most likely even a member of the butterfly family, from a writing standpoint, is of course that she bears similar cheek marks to those of the butterfly family. She could be Queen Moon's sister, cousin, or some other mutant entirely. It's unclear at this point. But if this is the case, why did she choose to repress that side of her so much? And how exactly did she end up to where she is today, running St. O's? Or was running St. O's? I think it's because she was a monster sympathizer and was banished from Muni or left on her own accord. Now, both could technically be possible. She could have befriended or fallen in love with a monster, similar to that of Eclipsa, because apparently this family's into kinky stuff like that, and was banished from Muni for daring to take on a monster as someone she cared about. And if for a moment we entertain the idea that she's Queen Moon's sister, then we could have some Mufasa/Scar-esque jealousy going on here as well. Heinous may have held resentment for Moon after she willingly banned her own sister, or perhaps the resentment started before all of this, and she left on her own accord because of her resentment towards the humans for potentially being treated unfairly and or befriending a monster. Either way, this would explain her reasoning for purposefully trying to push away her more human side as to not be reminded of her darker past and force herself to become the proper princess that she always wanted to be, but was always overshadowed by Queen Moon. Her going rogue will also explain how she ended up in St. O's in the first place. Going even deeper here, I think it's possible that she fought alongside the monsters during the war. My reasoning for this? Well, why does she have access to Rastakor? I mean, yeah, he's just a hitman, hit monster for hire, but how is he just on call for her? And wouldn't a monster be more wary of following orders from a human lest it be a trap? I suppose it's possible that he doesn't know that Miss Heinous is a human, but my reasoning for thinking they may have had prior history is that Miss Heinous seems genuinely worried when she finds Rastakor's hand in the box, leading me to believe that Rastakor is a little more than just a random hired hand. Get it? Because the box, the hand in the box. Alright, moving on. Now, I'm not saying they were romantically involved before I get a storm of pissed off people in the comments. Obviously, I don't think this is the case. Sorry to all my Heinous core shippers out there. But I'm just saying they may have known each other prior to this meeting, and I feel like to get someone as scary as Rastakor on your side, you would probably need to earn the trust of the monsters. Another potential piece of evidence for Miss Heinous being somehow in cahoots with the monsters is because of her motives. Let's ignore the fact that she left her entire institution just to track down Star and Marco. As crazy as that is, she's a crazy lady, so whatever. But she specifically wants Star dead and Marco alive and brought to her. Why? Well, one obvious reason is because Marco kind of spearheaded the rebellion at St. O's, but there may be a deeper reason than that, potentially. Remember how we had the theory that Marco is the chosen one of the monsters and will eventually become Star's direct opposition and all that by the end of the series? Well, you should check out that video if you haven't already. But what if she not only wants revenge for what he did, but also wants to eventually brainwash him into fighting for the monsters? Just a thought. There is an episode titled Heinous that will be premiering on the 20th, and the description reads, Miss Heinous shows up at the Diaz house and Marco must make amends for all the terrible things he has done. So we'll just have to wait and see what that entails in due time. And at the very least, from a writing standpoint, they could be making Heinous Marco's villain as Toffee and Ludo are to Star primarily, but we'll see. But that covers it for this video, guys. Just a really quick thought on Heinous' possible history. There are plenty of other explanations for her behavior and backstory, so we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully we might actually get something in the episode Heinous. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with anything that I said? Disagree with anything? Let us know in the comments down below. And as always, follow us on Twitter, and big shout out to all of our patrons. Thanks so much for tuning in. I've been Michael Williams, you've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.